really like it. Do you reckon it's easier to make the Turtles figures because they are animated? Do you think it's easier to make an animation look the same than it is to make a real person look the same?
It's a good question. I'm going to say no because there's technology that can scan faces of real people. And cartoon, it's because when you hold a NECA turtle in your hand, it looks like it's been it almost looks like a hand painted prototype.
Yeah,
there's like a tiny little bit of imperfections here, but it kind of adds to the character. So it's a cartoon you're trying to replicate, whereas a human, you got machines that can do that for you.
All right.
Now, I want to put in my Christmas order for this year, mate. Well ahead of the game. This is what it is. My wife will probably kick me out of the house for wearing it, but this is a Chalkline WWF Hasbro jacket. Unbelievable. Nothing screams louder than I'm a wrestling Hasbro nerd than this jacket. I absolutely love it. It's a cracking piece.
So my question is,
yep.
When do they go on sale? How much will they
be? And shut up and take my money? Who knows?
Shut up and take my money.
Who knows?
So where did you see this? I haven't seen this yet. So where did you see it?
Where did I see it? I can't remember.
Was it the Major Boys?
Yeah, probably the Major Boys. Let me have a look. I'll go to Chalkline now. You keep talking.
All right. Sure. Well, we're going to get into the Mania reveals now and go through all of the different things that we saw over the weekend. But we're going to do it in a speed dating format. James, you ready to speed date?
Yep, let's go.
Do you ever go speed dating in your days before you met your wife?
No, mate. Never did that.
No. Well, I don't think you would have had much luck anyway. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the reveal. I want you to tell me the name of the wrestler. And it's pretty easy. I think I've chosen most of the legends here.
All right, bring it on.
I want you to tell me whether you would want to buy this or not. And I'll help you if you get it wrong. Ready? Go.
Shawn Michaels. And would I buy it? No, I don't like Shawn Michaels.
I don't particularly need that elite either.
Sensational Queen Sherry. Yeah, I'd probably buy that. Yep.
Yeah. As I said to you earlier, I have the same outfit in black, and I've already pre-ordered that one.
Eddie Murphy, and no, I don't need another. No, it's Booker T. No, I don't need that.
NWO Booker, I don't need that one either, but I still like it.
Bradshaw, no, I don't need that. But I do. You know what? I do remember watching he and Farouk during what was the tag team called?
The APA.
APA, and mate, they must have been training buddy because they were both jacked and ripped during this era. And
I'm not happy with his legs again in this picture. Just the legs and torso look too thin for Bradshaw. Yeah. So he just had JBL.
Love the title belt.
Yeah, very cool.
Batista, no, I don't need that. A good figure.
So this Ruthless Aggression line, people losing the plot over in the US at the moment about the Ultimate Batista. I like this one just as much. But that's just my opinion.
Actually, go back again. Go back to Batista. Who doesn't need a lampshade or a lamp as an accessory with your wrestling figure?
It's the accessory of the year, the lampshade. Who was it? Was it the Liv Morgan or one of the Chase female wrestlers from about Elite 60 something? It was really hard to find the two. There was Sonya Deville and I think it was Liv Morgan, and it came with like a pot plant. No HBK. What do you think of this one?
That's all right. It's all right.
Comes with ring bell and some extra hands.
Yep.
Bret the Forehead Hart.
No, it's so honestly, it is so disappointing that they keep getting this figure wrong. I don't know.
Belt looks ridiculous around his waist.
It does.
It's way too big. The belt is out of scale. This one here, I think we looked at this one last week, but I'll show you again. I like this.
I like it, but it's too much like the one that was already released, so I don't need it.
Yeah, but I like the soft goods flag instead of the hard plastic flag. Do you know who this is?
Yep, Linda McMahon.
Yep, Linda. Yep. So that's actually Stephanie, mate. But
sorry, Stephanie, mate. I meant to say Stephanie.
That's why it says SMH on her shirt because it's Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah.
This is young Steph, probably. I would say 2000s, early 2000s. Would you like to have this in your collection?
No.
Now, the one that goes with the Bradshaw is the
Farouk.
Farouk. Now, I reckon his figure is better than JBL's.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks really good.
I reckon it's awesome. Yeah, I'm actually going to get those two when they come out. Very quickly, the last one is the Legend Series 15 Kane.
Not for me, but great figure.
Yeah, great figure, cool belt. So I like the fact they're making different versions of belts that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And, mate, that is the end of community news. That is huge.
It is huge. Actually, I've got two more things, mate, just quickly. Our good friend Sean NG has a Chief J Strongbow, which has been discontinued from Mattel. He has a Facebook auction going via Messenger. If you are interested, reach out to him, join that Messenger chat, and he's got a live auction going, currently running at the moment. So reach out to Sean NG if you really want that J Strongbow. Last part from me is just a reminder about the Shaq and Tyson Beck tour, where Shaquille O'Neal is coming to Melbourne and Sydney to talk business and talk about his career. Amazing packages available where you get to meet and greet. You get some of Tyson Beck signed, autographed Shaquille O'Neal cards, and you get a Shaquille O'Neal signed jersey. So check that out. I haven't got the website in front of me, but if you just look up Shaquille O'Neal touring Australia, you'll get all the details there. Great event.
Very cool, mate.
All right, that's community news. Let's wrap that up, mate, and hear a word from Go Figure Collectibles.
The Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles.
I can't believe this.
Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as Funko Pops, statues, TV, movie, and video game memorabilia, and so much more.
The fact for you, mate.
For all the Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide.
You're gonna be joking me!
5%, yeah. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out the store on 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say g'day to Jeff and the team.
G'day, mates.
Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under.
And go.
And James, do you have an item from Go Figure this week, mate?
I do. To highlight the diversity of what Go Figure offer, I've selected from their shelf the Sideshow Collectible statues, quarter scale statue of the Dark Knight Joker from the Dark Knight movie. Now, anyone that knows, anyone that's seen the Dark Knight trilogy or movie, Joker is probably the best villain character ever played by our very own Heath Ledger, R.I.P. Heath Ledger. Now, this statue, I've actually seen it in person. It's an amazing piece, quarter scale. That's on Go Figure's website right now, but he has a whole range of sideshow collectibles at his store. So go check them out.
Sounds good, mate. Should we get into merch perch?
Let's get into merch perch.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
Now, my week, mate, was all hanging on one delivery. And it came very, very happily. I think it came on Friday. It was the retros, the 4-pack of retros. I got 2 of them, and I've already shipped the second one off to Roger over in Victoria. Very good person to deal with, Roger, if you ever have the pleasure to buy or sell with him. Very patient while he knew I was waiting for them, but he paid up front, which is a good person to do that. Cracked them open. There's the cards. They look really nice on card. For some reason, the Rowdy Roddy Piper card, it looked like they sort of put a bit of a glow above the Hot Rod's head. It looked a bit more like his face was a bit sort of nearly like when he had his photo taken with a filter, whereas the other 3 look very authentic as to what they look like at the time. And then, of course, you know me, these were out of the box very, very quickly. Mr. T with the chopping action, Hot Rod with the kick, Cowboy Bob with the clothesline, and Mean Gene with the mic and the hands down action. The only thing I didn't like about these figures, other than the scale of Hot Rod, which I felt the skirt was just a bit too big and the legs were too small, was the fact I couldn't take off the Cowboys hat. True to form with the retros with the Hasbro line, that was my biggest pet hate with Hasbros as a kid, was the inability to take off the hat of the Undertaker when he's wrestling. Like, you never saw him wrestle with the hat. So when you're playing with your figs and he's got the hat on, it just drove me nuts as a kid. But very, very cool figures. I'm very glad to have them.
Mate, I've had a very quiet week, but thanks to our good friend Rob Kerr, who hooked me up with, and I've probably shared this in a group a few times, I was just blown away by these Hulk Hogan buddies created by Get Big Shots, an American company that I've actually purchased a, what would you call it? They've got another company, Big League Pillows, where they create NBA jerseys and NHL, NFL jerseys for my two boys, but they've got a second arm where they're making UFC buddies, and now this was a one-off Hulk Hogan. There's actually three of them, more modern era Hogan, and then WO Hogan, and a Hulk Rules Hogan. And I really, really wanted this. They're only selling them at Hogan's Beach Shop exclusively. They weren't shipping overseas, but thanks to Rob, who through his mutual connection, he hooked myself up, and I know a few other boys in the group. But I'm really excited to get this. They just look amazing, don't you think?
What are you going to do with it? You're going to cuddle up?
Probably.
Yeah. You're just going to have it in bed and ask your wife to move over and just cuddle up into Hulk?
Just lay on his chest. No, as soon as I saw it, I think it's amazing. It's a great little collectible, and yeah, I think it's awesome.
I don't mind them. I think they look pretty cool, but I already am running out of space in a pretty large house. What do you do with the pillow?
Well, what about your son, mate? He would love something like that. Imagine your son reliving those memories that you used to do, jumping on him off the bed, wrestling him in bed. Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, KG, you're going to have to edit this, mate, and make it sound less erotic than it's probably sounding right now to people listening. No, I didn't jump on my Hulk Hogan pillow in my bed, and I don't know who told you that, but they were lying. So, and I like it. I always wanted a wrestling buddy as a kid. Always wanted one. Never got one. Never saw them in Australia. A few people I knew had them from going over on US holidays and things like that. I was always super jealous, but very cool. You're a good dad to get those for your kids.
I got one.
They're for your kids or they're for you?
Yeah, for my kids.
Hey, yeah, the listeners can't see you winking, James.
Yeah. I've still got my Ultimate Warrior buddy from when I was a kid. I remember I've probably shared this, but I'm going to share it again. I ended up saving up all my coinage, doing jobs around the house, my nana and from my other grandparents and all that sort of stuff. And I remember going to David Jones at Bankstown, getting my buddy, and I still remember it was $65. This was in 1990 or 1991, which is a lot of money when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember just dumping this. Remember itty bitty bins?
Yeah.
I had $65 worth of dollars, 50 cents, 20 cents, all coinage, and just dumped it on the counter and said, "There you go." And this poor teenager, I could still see the look on his face, and he's just like, "Oh," counting the money. But I got the job done. I've still got it, so I'm pretty proud of that.
So they actually did sell them here, the buddies.
Yeah. Yep. I remember seeing Hogan Series 1, which I'm pretty sure was Hogan, Warrior, $1 Million Man, and possibly it was either Jake the Snake or Big Boss. Oh, no, Macho Man, Macho King.
And was that at David Jones, did you say?
It was at David Jones, yeah.
We didn't have David Jones in WA until probably the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, okay. Right.
We always had Myer, which was I think the same company or the same ownership, but David Jones started here as a sort of a posher version of Myer. Probably I reckon mid to late 90s. Yeah,
right. Okay. I remember him here in the 80s. There you go. That's my merch perch.
So that was pretty quick, mate. So you got nothing else to share. That's pretty disappointing.
Not this week.
But
not this week.
members merch perch this week was pretty cool. Now, my members merch perch, this guy